Hi, welcome to Smoke Time. I'm Chandler, a magic practitioner and artist, and I'm really excited. Today I am doing that dream spell I kept talking about in all my other content. Yeah, I just kind of want to jump right into it. Let me flip it around. Alright, here is everything that I'm going to be using for the dream spell today. I got the tarot cards already set up in the back, the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Magician. The first three, yeah, I feel like they really fit everything about the dream spell that I'm going for. And with it, I kind of made a point about why I was feeling really called to do this in my last video. But basically it's just dreaming is like something really important to me as a whole. So I really want to kind of do a spell right before my birthday that just amplifies my connection, kind of my kiss to dreaming in general. Here is the mix of all of that and the candle. And I went ahead and used my thyme and rosemary oil to lay down the sigil, so I'm just gonna pour this on there now to kind of just like lock that in on the tray. And then anything excess is gonna go back in here and then go on the candle. And what doesn't fit all on that, I'm actually going to put in a little bag for a satchel so that it is kind of like by my pillow at my bedside. Yeah. There it is. Time to do the magical bit. And I'm gonna go clockwise because I want all of this. Okay. All right, let me dump it back on the foil. Okay, there is the sigil with all the stuff on it. Yeah, that's pretty. The inspiration behind it is a little bit of like the attraction, and the rest sigil is kind of mixed into this. You know, it's not the prettiest it could be. I could really spend a lot more time trying to look at the gleam in the sun and make sure I got it just right, but this is fine. I'm happy with that. And this candle, I'm so excited that I get to be using this. I've been holding on to it for this specific spell for like months now. I'm going to be using honey to kind of like anoint the candle and then get the rest of this to stick on there. And like I said, this candle's really, or rather not the candle, but like the whole spell, everything is really for just amplifying, like having dreams and the connectivity to the dreams and the recall that I am going to have, like the remembrance, the clarity. That's the vibe of this spell. Like I said in my last video, it's something that I've been working really hard to kind of strengthen over the last couple of years. Not so much get back to how I used to dream, but just make it stronger in general. Dreaming's really important to me. I use it to kind of gauge where I'm at in the physical waking world, but also it's just so deeply interesting and important. It feels so important to me. So this spell is really important to me, and I hope it does wonders. I think it will. Like I don't know. I've got a strong confidence in it, and I'm really excited to cast it and to go from there. Yeah, my dreams have only been getting stronger, like I guess over the last couple of years, but just really my whole life. And like I said, it is something that I do want to share and kind of lean into more here. Sorry, it's just staring at that. I'm having a hard time kind of doing and talking today. Oh, hi kitty. But yeah, that's kind of why we're doing or rather, why I'm doing the dream spell. All right, There it is in all of its glory. Okay, cool. I am going to do this off camera because it's a little hard and I feel like I really need both hands, but it's gonna go right there. Okay, I am a little worried because the bottom of the candle itself was rather round. And I know it's not on there like 100%, but it's standing, so we can start. Okay, and then like I said, the rest of this I'm going to kind of put in a satchel, and then this purple thread, again, like I picked to go with all of this, but the purple thread I'm gonna have around the spell while it's going, and then use it to kind of tie off the bag with all of that inside. Right here is the petition. I'm just gonna put that on the candle. Okay, cool. You can see it moves a little bit. And then the last thing I have to do is just turn on the lights to give the tarot cards kind of like a backsplash, because I really like to see the flickering as the spell goes as well. But yeah, there's the dream amplification spell. Let's burn it. All right, there it is with the lights on. I don't know. I really like it. I think it helps make it feel more like professional, or I don't know, it's like a lock-in light, I suppose. But yeah, there's the petition, and I'd say it in like every video, but I'm just gonna repeat that. I don't say my petitions out loud, I just repeat them in my head. And then my new thing is I don't strike the match until I feel confident with the words I said, just so I stop wasting so many matches waiting for them to burn. And like feel confident with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna just be silent while I strike that, and then it'll start and I'll talk a little more about it. Whoa. Okay. There it's going. Yeah, I'm sorry if I keep repeating it, but I feel like I'm really stumbling on making it clear what this is for, which I don't feel like I need to clarify. I just, for the sake of the video, I want it known like what we're doing here. Wow, that's really pretty. Yeah, so this is meant to amplify like dreams and the connections within that. Kind of have like intuition and will in the actions and words in my dreams. Not that I don't trust like me when I am dreaming, but I just, there's some panic that I can tell that is happening in my dreams that, you know, the waking physical world me wouldn't have at all, because I know a situation, and I know it's like trauma trying to process and such, but I would like if waking me and dreaming me, even though it's the same me, if I just could walk the same, hold myself the same, and kind of, you know, be a little more unified and balanced, I suppose. Because there's just some dreams I've been having that are, whoa, rather personal. And it all has to do with like the cord cutting and the release ritual. And I've been having them for like a while now, like probably over a year. And I think it's finally coming to a close. So this is more of a reason why I wanted to extra kind of put this out there. And get the spell done when I'm getting it done. Wow. Well, thank you, spell. Yeah, I want to have better recall with my dreams. I want to be deep in my dreams. I don't need to lucid dream, but the connectivity in it, and the amplification. Like I said, I want my intuition to be in my movements and actions. Yeah. I don't know. Dreams are really important to me, and I just want to kiss them harder, you know, and I want to be able to remember them and bring it back here and do some really cool creative stuff with it. And yeah, I'm ready to move on from like just having these kind of processing dreams. It's not like it's all that. There are other dreams, but yeah, with this, I am casting to just kiss dreams harder. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. And more freely, more inspiration, exploration type vibes, creativity, because it's important, and I feel really connected to just streaming in general. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, so that's kind of why I'm casting the spell today, and I would like to kind of like share some dreams that I've had in the past, but I don't have them pulled up right now, so I apologize. I'll have to make like another video about it. But I can talk a little bit about like, I guess, what my dreams are like when I do have them, and they're not just these trauma processing dreams. So I guess to start, a majority of the time I find that I am not like myself in a dream. At least like the body, the vessel, or whatever. I feel like I'm usually a male presenting body. You know, sometimes this age, I don't tend to go much older than where I'm actually at, but I can like be a kid sometimes. But it's never like anything crazy little. I've also been like an animal in a dream before. That was really weird, and that was a repeat dream, which is another thing that I have so much of is repeat dreams. Like I said, I'm having like a processing trauma dream stint right now, but there are so many other, I guess they call it like realms, but just dreams that I have revisited, and there's places I've gone that I can't seem to really get back to, and it's fine. It's all just really interesting and confusing and creative and inspiring how it all works and makes sense and doesn't make sense. But yeah, I can recall places, and I've had some of that be tied into loss. Specifically, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but there was a time where I was having a repeat dream, and an individual in that dream was just kind of like degrading every time I would go back, and it was really sad. And I have no idea what we would talk about, but I remember feeling really connected to this individual. And the last time that I had this dream in this dream world, he was gone. Not to laugh like that, because like, I'm just laughing because I'm sad. And it really hurt me, because I didn't know what was happening, because the way that he went was so not like a way you can go in our human-based reality. Yeah, I don't really know what it meant or who he was. I would just hope at some point I can kind of check in with him later, whatever or whoever that soul may be, and just kind of let him know that I miss him, because we would always have really fun chats. But besides the point, that's another thing that pulls through in dreams is emotions. I have a hard time, I'm getting a lot better at it, but in the past I've had a hard time like expressing anger in dreams because it would actually just wake me up in real life. Because I think I would just get too emotionally involved in with it. But like I said, I'm getting better at it so I can actually still express anger and feel more present in my dreams, which this is helping with. But loss is something that definitely just pulls through back into the physical waking world with me in dreams sometimes when I have to experience it. It's heavy, and it's wild that I can kind of just have that for, a dream, because I very much think it's real, just no different than, this, me, all of this. Yeah, so I don't know too much about like the dream side of things being a human right now. But I do definitely feel like it's important, it's all connected as everything is. What am I trying to say with this? That the people we see in dreams are important. Whether they're like tasked to help us process something or if they are actually a part of the something. I don't know. I'm really grateful for the people that do show up in my dreams, and I do want to say I am sorry to some of them because I have definitely we have scrapped, and that's another part of this spell is I want like my will and my intuition to be heavily like marinating both my dreams and my waking like movements and actions and words. Like I don't want to wake up and be like, why did I do that? you know or panic about things that I don't need to panic about. Yeah. I don't know. My dreams are really detailed and vivid, and they are usually okay. Well, they are just never of this reality. I can't seem to process it correctly in the dream world because it's never like just how it is. Like my window is always messed up or something, or yeah, like I said, I'm not usually even myself. So I'm not even here. I do tend to hop, I guess, like realms, like the dream worlds, and I'm in a different one right now. Giving like concrete office, with a lot of people working, and I have no idea why I'm there. But I'm trying to figure out. This is the new place that I've been lately, and it feels connected to the last like repeat dreams that I was having. Like it's the same world kind of, that I'm just visiting this business or something. I don't know. It's all confusing. But it's confusing in a very cool way. Yeah. Yeah, if you are comfortable, I would really be interested if you could share any tips to like kind of sort of dream better or sleep better, because like I said, I'm an insomniac and I really struggle to sleep. Like I've been up since I think 11 something. I know it was definitely before midnight. Yeah, if you have any tips, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're comfortable with sharing any dreams or aspects of your dreams, I think that would be really cool. This is definitely something I want to lean more into, and I'm hoping this, again, will amplify so that I can do that. I want to share my dreams and make art about it and more spells around it, and kind of give progress updates on how my physical waking and my dreams are marching as one or doing completely different things, whatever maybe. Well, thank you, Spill. You're so reactive. Yeah. This is beautiful. there's I'm really hopeful that these like dreams that relate to like the release and the cord cutting, that they kind of come to a stop, because I don't really know really what the point further would be for anyone involved. And the last little bit I had was actually this morning. It was like a 30-minute nap. I just happened to fall back asleep at like 4, but I was back up by like 4:40. It was so bad. But yeah, it's something. Oh, whoa, okay. Something that I honestly had to wake up and wonder if I had just kind of like daydream hoped it, because it was exactly how, like I was saying with the spell, like what I wanted. I felt like I could say what I needed to say and do what I needed to do, and didn't let any dream or waking factors kind of dictate that. It was very healing and awesome. I woke up definitely after that feeling more confident and better, even if I was still so exhausted. Yeah. um, yeah, sorry if I'm just rambling. I just want to get the spell's entirety for the video. And I don't mind talking about dreams. Like, I was literally telling my partner this morning I could probably do it just about all day and ask all the questions because I'm so curious about it. I don't know, it's really cool. Definitely need to do more research and dig into it a little further. So if you have any recommendations or anything like that, I would greatly appreciate it. I know I'm kind of asking for a lot of recs in this video, but this is something, like I said, I'm really passionate and deeply called to. So if you are as well, let me know. And that's so cool that it took that. I guess another thing I could say about dreams is that, like, when I do have a repeat dream, it's not like I'm actually repeating the dream. I just mean like I am revisiting that world. Whatever it is, it's, except with these trauma ones, which are very like situational, like me trying to break out of something. I find that I'm just kind of revisiting, and it's as if life or, you know, time has continued on in that dream world, and I am just kind of retouching back into it. And that's, I feel like, usually the case with my repeat dreams. It's like I'm coming back, like I was away. And it's not even like it's necessarily like I have to keep having these repeat dreams over and over, back to back. I could have it and then have like 5 different style world dreams, and then I will come back and it will still just feel like it's updated. Time is definitely really weird for me in dreams. I am honestly shocked with how much it feels like I can experience and have time pass in my dream when it seems so little in my actual physical waking. It's really cool though. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think about what other aspects of my dreaming I can share that aren't just like dreams themselves. I have totally had like the one chance, like I only have it one time, and it's so detailed and intense that I kind of can never forget them again, and I never go back. And those are really interesting because I feel like those are the ones I kind of hang on and can recall the best. And those are definitely, there's a couple of those that I'm going to share on here for sure. Um, Well, it's really cool how that candle melted. I thought of another thing while I was just kind of staring at it. So in dreams, and it's starting to get better. Like with I said, like my emotional control in the dreams. I feel like I'm also getting my sensations at the same time. At least like intense emotion means more feeling. I feel that usually I don't really feel anything in dreams. So I suppose that is part of what I'm trying to amplify, like with the connection regards. I don't know. I don't like there. I'm obviously like on the ground. There's gravity. I can see if there's wind or something moving, but I don't really, I guess, process those sensations and feelings. If there's ever a moment with like an altercation that results in injury, which those don't really happen ever anymore. Those were like years ago. Again, related to the release and cord cutting videos. But yeah, if there was ever altercations with injury, I never felt it, which was my benefit and my curse. Good for me, but bad for me because I probably should be able to process those things. But good for me because that meant I was always able to handle the fight in my dreams, and I have yet to lose one. So, I don't know. It's interesting how pain just kind of doesn't register for me, and I feel like that's slightly tied into my very like masochistic mindset of just don't process the pain as it is. Not on like an unhealthy, toxic kind of way, but like I said, the masochistic, like just you know that it's not such an dominant I guess sensation for me. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I can sleep tonight. Um, and that just kind of as this spell exists and works, that my dreams will just get deeper, more inspirational, more amplified. Yeah. Um, that my intuition and will really be in there more. Um, Not that it's not, but that I just, if there's a lot of times I feel like in dreams where I'm like, why is this happening? Why are we going along with it? And why am I not doing or doing something? And for those moments, that's when I can even recognize it in the dream. I would like to be able to correct course, kind of. So like the lucid dreaming, like amplify that, I suppose. Um, wow. All right, I'm gonna let it just go for a bit because I can't think of anything else to say, but we'll come back before it goes out. Yeah, I can tell this video is kind of all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm really tired, and I felt like I had a hard time kind of explaining while doing, even if that is just filming. But I'm glad that I could share this with you, and um, mm, Whoa. Alright, there it is. All that's left to do is to take that thread and tie it to the satchel. It's already got all the excess in there. And then I'm just gonna put it behind my, oh my god, behind my pillow. Yeah, but if you watched all the way through, thank you for putting up with my rambling. I hope it was at least entertaining. I definitely want to get better at making videos because, like I said, I don't plan on going anywhere. I really like making content and sharing my spells and, you know, my ideas and everything. Just I like the connection that can be found here. And getting to, you know, save these memories for myself and everyone else. But yeah, thank you for watching my dream spell. I hope that you liked it, and if you're curious or have any questions about it, feel free to message me on here or Instagram. I would love to talk shop. Speaking of shop, I just did a shop update. Let me zoom in on the Pegasus here while I talk about it. Yeah, I just did a shop update. I'm now offering custom spells that are completely 100% unique and personalized for you and whatever situations or requests you may have, whether it's for you or for someone, like if you want to gift it to them. I wanted to kind of offer this as a less limiting option. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think the thought of doing custom spell work exclusively is really exciting. You know, the possibilities and potentials that that can have for not even my growth, not just like my growth in witchcraft and magic, but for just you guys and for the clients that would receive the work from it. It feels really magical and powerful. And as much as I like the spells I've already made, I don't want to limit, and I want to serve everybody better, however that is. And I think customs is the way to do that. So I just updated that yesterday. And I've got a link down below if you would like to check it out. I'm unsure if I'm going to add another thing to the shop at the moment, so for right now it will just be the custom spell work. Yeah, and I'm really excited for it. So if you have anything you're wanting to manifest or cast or change, let me know. I would love to cast for you. And with that, I think I'm gonna call the video and come back for Tuesday, my birthday. I've got something really special planned then. Peace.